What's going on YouTube? Kryptonite Miner here. Thanks again for tuning in on another how-to edition video here on the Kryptonite Mining channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to create your very first shell script on the Raspberry Pi. So jumping over to the Pi, we need to create a directory to organize our scripts. This is often called the bin directory, or which is short for binaries. So let's create that now with mkdir bin. Now type ls and press enter, and we can see the directory bin there, so let's jump into it by typing cd bin and hit enter. Now to create our very first script, I already know what I want to call it. I'm going to call it first_script. So I can just type nano and the name that I want to call the script. And here we are in the nano environment. So the very first line of the script is called the hashbang line. And it's our way of telling the Raspberry Pi what language we're using and what interpreter is going to be executing our commands. The first line will look something like this with a hash, an exclamation point, and then bin bash. So this tells the Raspberry Pi that we're going to be using bash to interpret our commands. We can insert a comment to tell us what our script is going to do. Just skip down a space and put a hash before the comment. So anything that isn't that first line, you can use a hash to insert a comment. And this tells us, the programmer, what it is that the program is doing. It kind of helps us out so we can have it in a human readable form. For this first script, it is very simple. I'm just going to say, this is my first script. This is a comment. And the only command we're going to execute in this script is going to be the echo command. This is just the way for the script to display text on the terminal for user feedback. So I'm going to echo, and the scripts we're going to echo is hello world. Very common first script. We can also insert inline comments. So when there is a line with code, we can put in a hash and say this is another comment, and this is what's known as saying inline comment. So this is our script essentially. All it's doing is printing the words hello world. We can control X to exit, press Y for yes that we do want to save, and just strike enter. Because we've already named the script, now if we execute ls with the L argument, we can see our first script has been created. This text on the left here are the permissions for the script. Permissions are to read, that's the R, to write, that's the W, and to execute is X. And you'll notice that there is no X for execute anywhere in these permissions. Permissions are arranged in 3 groups. The file, the owner's users group. If you have many users, they can be arranged into groups, and everyone else is not in that group. So we can see that the file owner, which is us, the Pi, don't even have permissions to execute this script yet. So we need to change that. And we do that with the chmod command. So we execute chmod and the code to apply permissions for the file owner, which is you. So you, the file owner, we want to add, which is a plus. The execute permissions, which is an X. So we want to modify the file to give you, the file owner, execute permissions. And the file we want to apply this to is first script. Now if we execute lsl, once again, we can see that an X has appeared. That's our execute permissions. And in fact, the most noticeable thing is the color coding for the file has changed. This is telling us it is an executable file. So to run the script, we need to run it from this folder. So that's a dot and a slash to say in this folder, I want to run first_script. And there it is. There's our hello world. That's about it for this tutorial. I want to thank you guys for clicking on my video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel on the way out. That way you can keep up to date for some more how-to videos in the future. Once again, love you guys. Kryptonite Miner out.